thank you for all of you who have gone back and looked at the live stream. We were dancing a little yesterday, and yeah, they even did a little bit of kind of line dancing and just kind of being goofballs and a little social. So late night again, but I am so happy you're here, Fireflies. This is your get ready for the day routine where we do a head to toe, kind of wake up your body, get ready for the day so you can face it being a little more alert, a little more alive. This is for beginners and you've never done anything before, and then we'll jump right back on for an intermediate one, and hopefully your day will just be a little more lively because you've gotten a kind of a wake-up exercise first. So let's take our feet, as always, we're just gonna glue them to the floor and think about all parts of them being glued to the floor. Your toes, the middle of your toes, the balls of your feet, the arches, the heels, and they're all rooted into the floor. The roots are growing deep into the ground. And breathing in. Please breathe out. Try and relax your body. Let out yesterday's old things, bring in today's new things. Inhale them. And exhale. Let's do a little more. It's the middle of the week and snug, yes. This is right at the top of your neck. These are all slow and continuous, gentle movements for your fascia. Shaking your head no. And now we're going to make just like a little U shape. So I'm just going to gently dip it from side to side, maybe a V shape, so your chin kind of goes down and comes back up, tilts. And coming back up, tiny shoulder roll. And then forward. And a little knee loosening. So the knee loosening, I mean not really a true bend. We're just letting them kind of go a little bit and straighten back up. And let your knees just loosen, soften, and come back up. And soften, and come back up. And soften, and come back up. And just pull your elbows up a little bit and then let them go. And a small little wrist wiggle. Start with some little movements today and then come back again and do some bigger ones. And tighten your legs and then let your knees bend a little bit. And you can let them loosen a little bit once you're down. And just shift your weight very gently, not all the way onto one foot, but just a little bit from side to side. So it's not in the middle, but it's not like we're going to do later. We're going to shift it all over one foot. This is just a little shift from side to side. And coming right back to the middle, pushing into the ground to come back up again. And this time, let's do our bigger movements. So we're just going to open and close our fingers. And now we're going to try and do one finger at a time. So thumb goes down, index goes down, middle finger down, ring, and pinky. Now we're going to try and reverse it. Pinky, ring, middle, index, thumb. And bring it back and forth. And then flapping them. And little circles. And little outward burst circles. And let's go in again. Let's do it more this morning. A little bigger maybe this time, and then outwards again. Okay, so I'm going to put one foot a little bit in front of the other. And tighten your legs before you go down a little bit. And then once you're down, stretch out that back one a little bit. And pushing the ground to come back up. And to the other side. I'm going to turn from side to side just to show you. Tightening your legs and lowering it, and then trying to feel a little stretch on your back leg. Pushing to the ground to come back up. And the shoulders going up and going down and going up and going down. Put your hands just a little bit, maybe to a 45-degree angle, or they can be even less here. And then you're going to bring your hands together as they come up, and then stretch them out as you come down. And together, and down, and together, and down. Last one, and down. And I'm going to circle forward. And circling back. So, bending just the top of your body. Just a little bit from side to side. See my weight staying over the middle. And it's pretty much still from here down. It's very upper body. From side to side. So the rest of you is like a tree trunk, and it's just the upper leaves that are swaying. And then just try that a little bit forward and back. And try to keep your lower half still. And bringing them down. Bring your forearms up to the front. So this is just your forearm bending. And I'm going to rotate them a little bit outwards and do the same thing. And keeping them bent, lifting just your elbows. Just your elbows are going up, like your chicken. And then putting your elbows to the front, lifting them up, so you're keeping them parallel as you move forward. And coming back down, and see if you can do just a little bit to the back. Don't force this one, keep it gentle. But see if you can give them a little swing. So I'm trying to improve our range of movement in all directions. And shaking it out. All right, now tighten your legs before you start to bend. And this isn't your full knee bend. This is a mini knee bend. And pushing into the ground to come back up. So I'm going to tighten your legs before you start to bend. And then it's like you're pushing the ground away from you to come back up. And tightening and lowering down. Pushing away the ground. Tightening and lowering. Pushing the ground. And last one. Pushing into the ground. And you can loosen this knees a little bit, and you're going to tighten your middle, And then feel it lengthening to come up. And tightening, lengthening, coming up. And don't forget to tighten it. Feel the lengthening as you come back up. And 3. And 2. And 1. And that was your first set. Very good. Okay, now we're going to make a little bigger side bend. Remember here, so bigger side bend. And coming up, and this is a nice slow one, but we're bending a little bit deeper. Down. Let's do one more set. And then we're just going to hinge forward. And coming up. And forward. And come up. Forward. And come up. And forward. And come up. Maybe a nice little shake. We're going to do another set of our core exercise. So loosen your knees a little bit. And you're going to tighten it as you go down like a little bow. And lengthen it to come up. Down. And lengthening as you come up. Feel yourselves get a little taller as you stand up again. But it's coming from here, this middle part. You put your hand on it to feel where it's coming from. And 3. And 2. And 1. Do the second set. Very good. And bring your hands all the way up and all the way down. All the way up. All the way down. Then we're going to have them going forward. Sweeping up. And down. And up. And down. And to the side again. And to the front again. And one last set to the side. And to the front. And it's a little bit to the back, so it's like you're getting ready to dive in. Just pulling it back a little bit, and then sweep forward. A small movement. All right, so getting ready for big knee bends, so tightening your legs. And this time we're gonna give a big knee bend. If you wanna kind of brace your legs, that's okay. What you wanna do is make sure all your muscles are working before you start to bend. And remember, you are keeping your knees over your feet. So if you need to bring them a little closer, you can do that. But you don't want them to go to one side or the other. That's bad. You want them to be in alignment. And taking them up and bending down and pushing into the ground to come back up, pushing it away, tightening your legs, going back down and pushing the ground away and tightening your legs and bending them and pushing to the ground and taking them up, pushing down and pushing the ground away. Last set, loosen your knees, tighten your middle, and then lengthening to come up. And lengthening, tightening, and lengthening. a little bit in front of the other. Again, you want your knees lined over your legs. And rolling a little into the front leg, so feel a stretch in the back. Make sure you've got a very sturdy base. They don't have to be one in front of the other. They can be a little wider apart, but you want to feel this little stretch in the back of your leg. And coming back up. And tighten your knees and come down. And again, feel that little stretch in your back leg. Push you to the ground, come back up. And I want you to just kind of rest this on all of your feet. You want it to be stacked over one leg. And we're going to lean into that. I'm just resting a little bit on the balls of my left leg and pushing back onto my right. And shifting my weight a little bit towards the leg that's resting on the toe and pushing back onto the other one. All right, shake this out. Go to the other side. Nice sturdy base. Aligning your knees over your feet and leaning into that front leg to feel a little stretch to your back. Back up and lowering down. Before you lower down, tuck your legs and try and feel a little stretch in that back leg. And pushing into the ground to come back up. I'm going to rest that. I'm doing my right now on the balls of your foot. Then you're going to press into it a little bit and press the floor away to come back over your left leg. Stack your weight right over your leg. And just leaning a little bit towards that foot that's on the tippy toe. And come back. And your legs. Shake. Okay, so lowering down. And once again, tighten your legs before you start to bend them. So they're not just flopping down. You want to do that with energy, the muscles you have there. And leaning forward. And a little straighten. And a little lower. And exhale, try to go a little lower. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling in and exhaling as we try and go a little bit lower, just a teeny bit, however much you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, and inhaling. Exhale, a tiny bit lower. Let's do one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhaling and exhaling. Go as low as you can. And then you're pushing into the ground. Like up. All right, shake the legs. Let's come back. In the middle, you're going to bend your legs a little bit. What I want you to do is just kind of swing back and forth like you're a bell. So I'm not so much using my upper half, I'm letting my hips swing from side to side. This doesn't have to be a big movement, but we are getting ready to dance. We're almost at the end, so it's our dancing time, so we're going to do a weight shift because today we're going to do some technique. So everybody can dance. We are learning, or actually already doing merengue. Pressing around to come back up, which is just stepping from foot to foot. We're marching along to the beat of the music. And we started to put some arms to it as we're walking. We'll bring them up, we'll bring them down, have them on our hips. We've turned in a very slow circle. This isn't meant to be fast, it's just you're marching to the beat. But we've talked a lot about shifting your weight and being aware of where your weight is over your legs. So we're going to be doing that again. If you remember, we very often do an exercise where instead of tightening your legs, pressing the ground to bend them, and shifting the square of your shoulders and hips over one leg, feeling that weight shift, feeling the burden coming off one leg, and all of it's stacked over the other, and then pushing to the ground. So this is one of our favorites that I do a lot. So we're just going to do a couple of those today because what I want us to do is bring us a little closer together. And have you ever ice skated or seen somebody learn to ice skate? Maybe little kids, and they're just kind of going like this from leg to leg. And what they have to learn to do is stack their weight over one leg. So this leg is free to move, and then they step on that one, and it comes off. So just keeping that idea in your head. So I want us to kind of step like we're just learning to ice skate. And we're going to just shift our weight a little bit from foot to foot. So we've changed it up a little bit instead of just walking in place. We're now changing our weight just a little bit. Doesn't have to be a full body weight, but moving it more towards one foot and then the other foot. Feeling that? So today, you're going to let your arms relax, and we're just going to do kind of a half time because I really want you to think about bringing weight from foot to foot, because we are slowly going to add some hip movements to this, and for that we need to be able to shift our weight. Because later we're going to be using our hips, get that nice little sexy move when you're doing your merengue, and this is the first step towards that. Is knowing where your weight is and shifting it from foot to foot. So what I'm doing, just to keep our arms interesting, instead of bringing them up and down, we just have them by our sides and then lump them on our hips, and we're just going to keep our weight shift going from foot to foot, just like we're learning to ice skate and have to make sure we know where our weight is. Just something to think about is we're not tilting, we're staying straight, and just trying to shift that square from foot to foot, and be aware of where we are, and smile and have fun. All right, let's have a little music with that. On to merengue. We're going to go slow today. We're going to take our time, think about that weight shift, and still try to dance and have fun. Hands on the hips. in your hips. Great job, butterflies. So that's just something to think about. We're going to be working on that because even though it's just a stepping dance, we want it to look good. We want to be able to do it with confidence and have fun doing it. So we're going to learn a little bit of technique so we also look good doing it and feel good. So my Fireflies, thank you so much for being here. And we're going to hop right back on again for an intermediate. Get ready for the day routine. Join us for our lives, our little dance clips and so forth. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing and for your support. Love to all my Fireflies. Goodbye.